Hello ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Finally in the Phoenix in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I have a brand new PC, something that can actually handle the sim now, and we're sat here on the ground at Inibuild's lovely new rendition of Gatwick. We're flying this EasyJet A320 all the way down to the party island of Ibiza for the final season ender parties that they do, so it's going to be really fun. The weather in that side of the world at the moment, sort of eastern Spain and the Balearic Islands, is not the nicest. Thunderstorms rattling through the area, so that should be some fun flying. All my graphics I'll be doing a video on soon. However, my new system is very high end. The GPU is a RTX 5080 16 gig. My CPU is the Ryzen 7 9800X3D. I've got 4 terabytes, not terabytes, no it is terabytes, 4 terabyte SSD, and I'll leave all the rest of the stuff in the comments below, or the description below, but it should make the viewing experience on my channel tenfold now, and hopefully I'll be able to find some more complex airports to do some more complex approaches, flights, you name it, we'll be able to do it on the channel now because of this new computer. And we're going to be testing it out on a route that I actually struggled with before, with Inibuild's Ibiza and Gatwick scenery, but not Inibuild's. I struggled on performance, and especially the Phoenix. So I did this flight about a year ago, off stream or video, whatever, and there was a big pause on touchdown and stutters all the way down the approach. And if you've watched my videos before, you know it was a struggle sometimes with the sim. And this is my first proper full flight in 2024. I got it installed, I got all my camera binding set up. It was torture to get this sim into the state you see it now, but now it's running fine. I've tweaked my settings, followed some tutorials online, so hopefully it goes without a hitch. So let's jump into the flight deck and get everything set up for departure. So welcome into the flight deck of the Fenix A320. First time flying it with the BFU update in 2024 as well, so we'll just get the overhead panel set up and some lights on. Can get the fuel pumps off as well. Now the sim's not perfect at the moment. I still need to tweak some settings to get rid of some of the little stutters I get, but for the most part it's pretty stable. It does the job. I follow quite a few tutorials online from people like Q8 Pilot, Airnaut, and just watching other streamers fly around in 2024. It took me a while to get used to the camera bindings and get my peripherals set up and stuff. It was an absolute nightmare, if I'm being honest with you. We'll init request this first though and get the flight plan in. So we're following a real world flight that took off today. Well, it is going to take off today from this stand, and it's EasyJet. Let me get the flight number up because it's quite a long one. It's EasyJet 6915, and we're going a cost index of 35, and we're going up to 35,000 feet. All the 35s there. Departure today is going to be 26 left on the Bogner 1 X-ray, or the Bogner 1 mic. I think it's the X-ray. I'm going to insert that into Ibiza. It's the ILS Zulu 06 on the 3 Victor via Demev, and that will give us a really long final into Ibiza. Usually it takes you sort of parallel to the runway, quite far out, about 20 miles out from the runway, back in for spacing when the airport does get quite busy. We're not on that sim. I didn't want to jump on that sim without testing this first, so the next couple of videos will be some tests with this sim and getting everything ready for it to get it into a state where I'm happy. It is in a state that I'm happy with to show you guys at the moment. I just want to make sure it's perfect. And there you go, there's that arrival 20 miles out. It's quite interesting.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback.
It's 5,000 feet the stop altitude of this SID. We'll get constraints on and get the APU swirling. Little thing with my peripherals I'm using, I know it's not very good, but the Boeing thrust levers for the Airbus, because I don't know how to get the keyboard to work correctly. The problem with that is I didn't know how to bind the reverse thrust, so I got it to work in the end, botched it really. So what I'm doing is reverse thrust, and then I push the thrust levers all the way forward, and that gives me reverse thrust somehow. So this sim's pretty good, but the UI and how they made it so clunky. I mean, they had some so good with 2020 and absolutely ruined it. But hey ho. There we are, sat there. We're going to go via Bravo 1. We don't need full length today. We're going to be quite light for an Airbus A320. Only 2 hours on the flight time. Departing runway 26 left here at Gatwick. There's our route today. So south from Gatwick, straight through France, over Andorra, over Barcelona. We go right next to Palma de Mallorca and then swing it round all the way to Ibiza, the most southerly Balearic island of the three. Right, APU's on, we'll get the bleed on, get a bit of cold air in. It's not the hottest, sorry, in the UK at the moment. You can tell it's coming towards the sort of fall and winter time. Close the back door, I don't know what that's like. This scenery is really nice by any builds. It's their 2024 only Gatwick scenery, which is pretty good. And actually it's really good on frames for me, so apart from that, guys, that's the setup really done. We're just waiting for GSX to finish boarding and then we can get on our way to Ibiza. Right, so GSX has completed boarding. We'll send that to FMC. And that matches up, so we've got 8.2 tons of fuel. And we want to go from Bravo 1. Oh no, I need to do that. Bravo 1, sync, lovely. And is that with packs on? No, we want packs on. Calculate, send to MCDU. Lovely jubbly, and accept all those. Right, we are ready for pushback. Beacon light on.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brake off, ignition to start.
All engines clear. Start at will.
So APU on and APU bleed, so we can go engine number 1 to ignition to start. At the moment it looks okay, but in my tests on some other quick flights, sometimes the ground equipment or the GSX people turn pink. I don't quite know why. I might just have to update GSX in the FS Dream Team installer again, which wouldn't be a problem, but yeah.
Safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
So there's engine number 1 started. Oh, this is a really nice scenery actually. And engine number 2 to start.
There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply...
Please set parking brakes.
So there's pushback complete. Parking brake on.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
And that's
cockpit to ground.
pushback.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Right, so APU bleed off, APU off, taxi light on, starter off, armour speed brake, flaps to position 2, max auto brake, flight controls, and we need downforce. Right, full right, full left, full down, full up, and for the rudders, left and right. All flight controls are free and correct. Ground crew are clear. Parking brake has been released. Taxi light is already on. Let's rock and roll. So actually, for a big airport, the taxiing is quite simple here at Gatwick. We're going to carry on and then right on Papa and then to Bravo 1. I think it's Papa in front of us, or it might be Kilo. But it's just right here and then straight on to Bravo 1, which is directly in front of us. So we're going to take off config. That's been checked. Just waiting for the cabin ready. And on the channel previously, I've really enjoyed Boeing because Boeing aircraft don't use fly-by-wire a lot of the time, so they're easier to fly when your frames are less. What I found with the fly-by-wire aircraft was that because of the input delay in flying it because of the frames, it was causing me to have hard landings, overcorrect on landings, or you name it. With this new PC, we'll see how this landing goes. I've said that now. I'm 100% pile driving it down the runway. We'll have to have an aircraft inspection, engineers on, you name it. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I should be able to fly the plane properly now. So we'll take that cabin call, which is the crew telling us.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Cabin is ready for takeoff. We do it differently in my airline. It's a button on the forward attendant panel that you click. On the Airbus aircraft, you just click it. I don't quite know what the prompt is for it to go the colour it does, but you can't click the box. It's like two boxes, so there's a takeoff and landing box. I think it's the flaps, something to do with the flaps being extended. Once they're at like whatever the flight deck is set for takeoff, that box comes available to click. And then that's when you'd know. The flight deck, we wouldn't call them, you just get a ready message on the ECAM. On the Boeing it's different, we phone the flight deck. But right, lights are on. Runway's in front of us, not on VATSIM. So we are clear to rock and roll out of here. And let's go to Ibiza. So we'll say one thing as well, taxiing and moving the aeroplane around feels a lot better because of the smoothness of the sim. And the ground textures are a lot nicer as well. Right, chrono, spool them up. My throttle might not be connected as good because I'm using Boeing throttles for an Airbus, so it might take me a while to get them into detents. There you go, man flex, no not quite. There you go, man flex, SRS runway nav blue. Maintaining centre line with a little bit of right rudder. Or left rudder, sorry. And those ground textures do look really good on the sim. Let's do one. And rotate. Let go of the rudder, let the airplane weathercock. And positive rate gear up. Onto the flight directors. And that felt really good. Thrust, climb, climb. Took me about 10 minutes to get it into climb though. That wasn't that bad. So we got thrust, climb, climb. And autopilot 1 can go in. Already through the flat 2 speed, so it goes flat 1, disarm speed brake. And flaps clean. And say goodbye to the British countryside down here by Gatwick. Through the clouds now. With 220 knots limited and 5,000 feet limited, quite heavy restrictions on departures out of Gatwick because of proximity to Heathrow and other London traffic, some of the busiest airspace in the world above Gatwick, so some quite harsh restrictions, but because we're not on VAT-SIM, we'll continue with the restriction until the first turn, and then when the aeroplane starts to accelerate, we'll continue to climb up to our cruise altitude. Some of the restrictions actually take you all the way over the channel before climbing up, so we're not going to be doing that today. There's our left hand turn, and then we're going to be going overhead to Brighton. Cabin crew can be released. And look at that as we bank through the clouds. Wow. This sim's looking good. Sim update 3 really did a job on it. I'm thinking about purchasing the Unibuilt A340. If you guys would like to see some 340 ups, please let me know. I'm going to be jumping back in the 350 as well now that I can fly it properly. Probably going to do the flight that I wanted to do originally, which was London to New York. The 350-1000, but I couldn't do it because my performance was too heavy. Oh, there's a stutter. That's not very good. Oh well, got out of that one quickly. There we go. And that is pretty much us on our way to Ibiza. Pretty smooth departure. Everything's gone to plan as of yet, so I'll leave you with some lovely climb and cruise highlights, and I'll see you when we're in the descent into Ibiza. Hello and welcome back into the sim. We're descending out into Ibiza. The weather is not the best down there, some thunderstorms knocking around, rain and a low cloud base. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad for our approach, so we can have some nice views, but if that's the case, we'll go with it. It's still okay for our arrival. So we're going to go to open descent now and start descending a bit quicker. Fenix has handled this flight very well so far, very impressed. Speed brake out, and the landing light's coming down now. And there's the airport, just beyond those clouds down there. Looking to descend a little bit faster so we can cut the corner a little bit and we don't have to do the full procedure, because even in real life with traffic you wouldn't do the full procedure. You'd have shortcuts along the way and such. Weather in Ibiza, so it's still 1019, winds are okay, thunderstorms in the area, and let's have a look at the go around's 3,000 feet. The go around procedure is pretty straightforward, and then on arrival we'll take one of the high speed exits, hopefully, and then we'll go for remote stand 50 is what we'll go for. So we'll get flaps 1 out, that'll give us more drag, descend us quicker, and we'll go direct to Heathrow. Go down a little bit now. 195 knots. We're in vertical speed, 1,000 foot per minute. Beautiful, look at that out there. Clouds look really good in 2024 as well, look really good. I just wish with 2024 there was a lot of, if they'd brought stuff over from 2020 a bit more easily, with the fact of like wing view changes and keyboard setups. It was so annoying to get everything set up correctly. To have it similar to what I had it in 2020 NX plane. It's so user unfriendly and so many menus and menus in menus that it really does ruin the experience a bit. But then once you get past that, this is brilliant. So we're under the speed now, flap 2. On the glide as well. Speed brake armed. That's flaps 2. And that looks really nice. So we are going flap 3. It's all set up in the FMC. We're going config 3, and we've got the little button in the overhead panel pushed as well. So no visibility of the runway just yet. That cloud is causing us a little bit of bother. Should clear up there in a second. Should get a nice view. There he goes, we'll break out through the clouds. There's Ibiza.
2,500.
QNH is still current at 1019. Everything's been pretty set up actually. Right, gear down flap 3. Cabin's ready, landing lights are on. And we are cleared to land. Disconnect and let's have a little bit of fun.
$1,000.
Those winds aren't very nice. Kicking up a bit of a fuss.
$500. $400.
So looking stable at the moment.
100 above. 300.
There's a bit of a nose
Minimum
dip there, that was my fault. To
200.
try and chase the glide a little bit. Mismatch on Pappies and glide there, but we'll continue. I'm happy with what I'm looking at.
100.
Slow. Glide slow.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
Hold it there, come on. It's got to be somewhere. And we are down. Speed brakes are up, reverses are now green. And reversers can now be stowed. Welcome down to Ibiza. I really can't get over how good the ground textures look, like the runway textures. They look a lot better than what they did on 2020. So we didn't get the high speed, but we got the next best thing. So we're off here, and it's a left-hand turn and then straight down to stand 15. So the lights can come off now. That looks nice out the window there, doesn't it? So disarm the speed brakes, flaps in, start the APU on, and we'll ask GSX to get stand or gate 15 ready for us. I know we don't need to follow me car, and we'll go for that one there. Turn the temperatures down a little bit. It might be a bit stormy, it's still 22 degrees.
During flight, smoking is not permitted until
Let's have a little look outside. And it just looks really good in 2020, but the Fenix, I mean the Airbus is a good looking plane anyway, but it just looks even better in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, especially with the BFU. But considering that was the first full flight in 2024 I've done on the new system, it went quite well. I've just got a few hiccups with GSX and stuff to get rid of, and sort out the sim settings, make it a bit more smoother. But as soon as that's sort of bedded in, and we've got a couple of hours in the sim under our belt, it should be okay. So next stand is 15 and we can swing it round. Slow it down to a walking pace, taxi light and turn offs can come off. nearly there. Right, parking brake, set that. Engine number 1 and 2 off. APU bleed on. And welcome down to Ibiza.
The boarding requested.
Right guys, welcome down to Ibiza. Hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. We were storm dodging all the way down, if you can hear the thunder. It's really enjoyable. I'm really enjoying being in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. My new PC specs, oh that was loud, will be popped in the description below so you can see what I'm running. I'll be doing an updated video tutorial on my settings when I get everything sorted out. Volanta give us a minus 74.9 landing, which was pretty good. I did say about better frames means better flying in the Airbus. It's really enjoyable, so I think we'll jump back into something like this again next time. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video.